Hello, my lovelies. It is Imbolc, or not Imbolc, it's Ostara. Gracious goodness. Ostara is the spring equinox, and the energy of the spring equinox is renewal. So I'm going to read these two prayers, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Glad bringer of brightness, hail. Maiden of grace, lad of laughter. Gifts of vigor are returning. Spring's surprise, rainbow's embrace. Quickened be the heart within us. Opened be our souls to grace. May the blessings be abiding. Welcome sit in every face. So, Ostara is renewal, and it's the energy of the blessings of spring. It is fertility, the beginning of that fertility season. Brigid stokes the hearth fires so that spring can come. Ostara has a lot of powerful energy, and so many of us are in isolation, and so many of us are struggling with the realities of this illness. And I think this is an opportunity for those of us that have the time and have the energy. Anybody can do this. Take some meditative time today and really visualize your energy, your vital force energy, the energy that you carry with you day in and day out, and really conscientiously sit with the changing energy that is coming at us, with all of these things that are coming at us, with all of the illness changes, societal changes, the rules, all of the things we're being asked to do, and sit with that energy, and sit with that energy as aligning your energy with the changes. Instead of being sad and railing against it, really sit with that energy and that change, and allow your natural energy field to align with those changes. Last night, I started a 3-day Ostara ritual. So every day I will be doing something different. I have a little bit of a shamanistic background, so I am not 100% Wicca or pagan, mainstream pagan in my perspective. So my journey work is a little bit different. But I do encourage each and every one of us who have that alternate perspective. And even if you're Christian, Easter can be a beautiful ritual, the rebirth of Christ. So if we're looking at it from that perspective, what rebirths are happening in your life from this experience, and how will you align yourself with that energy? Because societal energy as a whole has to change. And those of us who have a little bit of intuition and who work in the energy field have been feeling this coming, and it's a visceral feeling. I actually had a conversation with somebody yesterday that, I've been feeling this for decades. I knew that there was going to be a huge, major shift, that life as we know it would be different, but I did not know what that would look like. I still really don't know what it's going to look like. But I know that the shift from 2 weeks ago to tomorrow, I'm in the middle of it, just like everybody else. But, I had a conversation with her and another friend, and they were like, "You've been saying this for decades. And do you think that this is it?" I'm like, I don't really know, because I'm in the middle of it like you are. But I feel that after last night's journey work, that this is the beginning of that shift. Life as we know it is changing, and we have the opportunity to be a voice. And this is the very important part of this ritual today that I encourage everyone to do. Is we've been praying for change for decades. Things cannot continue in the way that it's been happening. We know that climate change is real. We know that the medical system is broken. We know that there's inequality that doesn't make any sense in our world. We know these things, and we've been praying for people to become enlightened about these issues. not just enlightened, but how they live their daily life. Those of us that follow a spiritual path, no matter what you want to call it, most of us say it in a different way. Christianity, Islam, Judaism, many of the major popular religions is what I'm going to call them. They follow a religion. There's a religious precept. There's a religious set of rules. Those of us that follow spiritualism, at least most of the people I interact with, call it a way of life. It's not just a philosophy. It is a way of living your life in conscious awareness of your choices. We are being forced by this virus to be aware of social distancing. We are forced to be aware of how we live our lives. It is being forced upon us. And those of us that already live a particular way of life and a way of thinking and a way of doing things, some of these decisions are not difficult for this. I don't find social distancing difficult in the way that some people do. I find social distancing difficult just because I can't get my art supplies. Because I know that I live my life in a conscious way. I can also distance myself from that irritation because I know that it is just a physical manifestation of something. My spirit needs to align with the energy of the change, and that is what I am spending last night, tonight, and tomorrow night doing over this 3-day Ostara energy shift. The equinox can be very powerful energy to help you with that assimilation, because Ostara is fundamentally about rebirth and bringing yourself out of the ashes of a situation and bringing it forward into your consciousness so that you can be present and participate in a conscious manner with your life and with the energy changes that are happening. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. That is the Ostara daily devotion for today. I think, I won't swear to this, but I think it's on Kindle. I do recommend it. It is one of my favorites. I will still be here. I'm going to try to shift daily devotions a little bit during this time of isolation so that I'm doing it every single day. I don't have anything else going on, so why not, right? Let me be here for you. Let me help you. Let me give you inspiration. Let me help you know that you're not alone, because you're not alone. I'm doing it too. I am in isolation, and I am also still working. I am still seeing clients virtually. I am still talking to the doctor that I work for. I am still talking to patients on a daily basis. So, we are not alone, and we need to be there for one another as spiritual beings stuck in this human manifestation. We need to be here for one another. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.